Hi, and welcome to NAMJA GAMJA plays Deus Ex Human Revolution Part 1, just the vocab. So if you don't want to watch the entire video of Part 1, that's okay. This is just the vocabulary from that part. If you want to know how it fits in with the rest of the game in context, click on Part 1 in the description. Thanks. Vocabulary. 4 vocab words this time, and 2 of them, I think, were before the game even started. So the first one is jargon, or jargon, as I pronounce it with my New Zealand accent. Jargon is specific language used in a field or industry. So it's words or phrases or expressions which are only used by a group of people that know those words very well. If you're not in that group, then you don't need to know those words, right? Or if you go to your mechanic, maybe, and you don't know anything about cars, your mechanic might explain something to you, and you say, well, that sounds like a lot of jargon. Can you explain it so that I can understand, since I don't know anything about cars? So in this game is set in the future, so it uses a lot of science fiction jargon, a lot of technical jargon that normal people don't really need to understand. Native speakers know that if something is jargon, then they don't need to know it, right? So as long as we kind of understand what's going on, the context of what's happening, then that's okay. Otherwise, you see this all the time in movies and in TV shows. They say, in English, right? Say it in English, or something like that, because they don't understand, right? So they're asking to have it translated as if it's another language. So if you don't understand all of the words from something, especially if there's scientists talking, that's okay. That's pretty normal. To augment something means to change it a little, usually to make it better, okay? So I might say, can we augment that design slightly? I think red would be a better color than blue, right? So let's augment it, let's change it, because I think it will make it better, right? In this game is set in the future, and so the augments that they're talking about are the implants into a human body. So they put computer chips and robot arms and things on people, so it makes us better. It changes us to make us better. Augment is not too common a word right now, but I'm mentioning it because it's very common in the game, but also it's probably going to get more common in the future. Right now we have augmented reality, which is mostly games, where they show you reality. You've got like a camera recording your reality, like what's happening around you, but then on the screen of the camera it shows you something different. Like my example before was a zombie game, where you're walking down the street holding up your camera, and you can't see zombies in real life because they don't exist. But on your game, it puts zombies on the screen, so you have to walk around with the zombies. And actually, there's a new Pokemon game called Pokemon Go, which is coming out soon, I think, where it's augmented reality, so you're walking down the street and it shows Pokemon on the screen. Amazing, and you can like pretend to catch it by throwing Pokeballs and stuff. Pretty cool. So augmented reality, it's changing reality a little to make it better, right? Make it snappy, which is a good idiom, which means hurry up or do it faster. Make it snappy, okay? I've been waiting for my meal for half an hour, so if you're going to bring my meal to me, make it snappy. You could say if you go to a restaurant or something. Hey, the boss wants to see you in his office, and it sounds like he's a little annoyed, so you should make it snappy. You should hurry up. To snap your fingers means to go like that. It's very quick, very easy to do. Make it snappy. So often, actually, in life, it's a little rude if you do this, to be honest, but you can click your fingers if you want someone to hurry up. Hey, come on. To play God is a pretty common thing you hear when people are debating scientific achievements or scientists doing crazy stuff like genetic engineering or cloning or things like that. To play God means to do something that God does, like create life, change life, or evolve life, or kill, right? God does that, but God is all-knowing and all-seeing, right? Even if you don't believe in God, you can still use this expression, okay? It's just a idiom, right? If you play God, you are not God. We are just humans, right? So we don't know everything. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, right? We don't know the consequences of our actions. We're just kind of guessing or playing, right? To play God is usually a bad thing. It's a bad thing to do, right? Because we might make a mistake, you know? God isn't supposed to make mistakes, but humans do. But yeah, that's it.